Alright. What am I doing? Right. I want to change the age span duration because I feel like my Sims are aging way too friggin' fast. Like everybody aged up into an adult the last time all my teens. There is someone on Reddit, and I will link the Reddit thread, who calculated based off of the pregnancy time span of the game, which is 3 days, calculate that for the lifespan of these age groups. So a baby, instead of 2, would actually be 4. Which sounds like a lot of time to have a baby. Toddlers are actually 16 days. The default of 7. Okay. And a child would be 32 days. Oh my gosh, so many kids. This might be too much. But I feel like my teens are just taking too long. Or like, they're aging too fast. 32 days. Those are teens. A young adult is 76 days. An adult is 100 days. And an elder is 56 days. Which means, yeah, Augusta would still be alive. So I may go to her urn, see if we can bring her back. Now, Teddy recently aged up into a child. And I want him to go back to a toddler. Oh. I find Cass. Here we go. I'm gonna move you back to a toddler. Oh, I gotta change you all over again. Oh, and his traits broke. Damn it.
Serious?
Did everybody's traits break? Lord almighty. Alright, so I wanted to show you all the mods that I am using for my Sims 4 playthrough. The Sims just did an update on the 17th, I think, and so some of these might not be working anymore. So I'm gonna put this link in the description of all of the videos that you can look through them if you want them, but since the update, I haven't gone through all these to make sure they're all working. So just keep that in mind right now. These are ideas for story progression, things that you might want to do if you want to create more drama to your game. One of the things on here, this is an MC command center where you can manage relationship change percent that's supposed to be positive or negative. These guys recommend 20. I did start with that. And then after Remus broke up and everybody else broke up, I changed it down to 10. Some people said they found that to be a lot better. Move out random sim. This was what made Remus move out with Teddy. Move children with breakup. Again, Remus moved out with Teddy. I got rid of those so that never happens again, because that was horrible. I couldn't find them. So I don't recommend necessarily all of these, but it's something to consider. This is the Reddit thread that did the calculations for what the ages are based on the length of pregnancy in the game. So, something to think about if you want to mess with those. This is the Sims 4 mod manager. It's really useful for managing your mods and keeping them all in one place. You don't need it, but it can be really nice and give you a visual reference for your mods. So there's that. Brittany Pinky Sims. So as I put here, there are some links below to Brittany Pinky Sims. Her mods do not work. However, the community is working to update them. So if you see a mod by her, you need to come to this link, this file share link. And this has all of her updated mods. Now, even with the updated mod, I was not able to get the... Where is it? The Harry Potter stuff pack I can confirm works. I believe I'm using her funeral event, prom event, slumber party haven't used, baby shower haven't... Yeah, funeral event mod, I'm using that. That works. Sorting hat mod I haven't tried. So I can't tell you whether or not that actually works. I thought the Harry Potter traits were in here, but maybe they got removed because I don't see them anymore. The Harry Potter traits weren't working anymore. I don't see them. So since the traits weren't working, I didn't bother testing out the sorting hat mod to see if it works. It'll assign a house to your sim and then they'll have a corresponding trait. But again, since the traits weren't working, and then this is just the Tumblr post explaining that they are fixing, they have adopted her mods and are working on them. MC command lets you do all kinds of stuff. It's a lot. But this is the website. Exactly what all you can do, it would have to be a separate video, and I can in fact go through MC command to explain what I'm doing with all of that. But basically, through MC commands, I've enabled teen woohoo. I've enabled same-sex try for baby, polygamy, so they can marry more than one person. I just turned off jealousy after the whole thing with Cedric and him making a whole bunch of girls angry. I turned that off because I realized that was going to mess with polygamous relationships, so that's gone. No strings woohoo, so they don't have to be romantically involved to have woohoo if they want. You can turn on risky woohoo, where even if they don't try for a baby, they could still get pregnant. I have that at 1%. Bed sharing is turned on. They're supposed to share beds if they are family or friendly enough with each other, but I haven't seen that happen, so who knows if that's actually working. Autonomous woohoo, they'll do it themselves. Autonomous try for babies, they'll do it themselves. Valid marriage ages, you can get married at any of these ages. I think the game only does it for adult. Allow teen parenting, so teens can do parenting stuff. Autonomous mischief, so this is just letting them do stuff autonomously, be mean, do proposals, get married, be flirty, do repairs, cleaning. Disable emotional deaths. Teens can get so emotional that they die, so I got rid of that. Allow instant upgrades. Sims are able to upgrade items without you telling them to. Allow multiple best friends. I haven't seen that take effect yet, but that's a thing. Move in and breakup settings. I think I disabled all of this. So that might need to be a takeout. Auto pay bills, got that on there, and child support is on there. These are mods that I have downloaded. These are quality of life mods. So these are just mods that make my life easier as I'm playing. This is the neighborhood stories notification. In the base game, if you turn on neighborhood stories, you have to go out to the mailbox and click on the mailbox and you'll get one notification at a time. So this just puts everything in the corner and it pops up as soon as I start the game, and that's what lets me click through stuff. So that's nice, makes life easier. MC command, again, makes life easier. This one is an expandable build by catalog. It lets you, you just have more rows in the build by catalog instead of like 2 or 3 that it gives you. I haven't downloaded it yet. I believe that update is out now, but I haven't bothered with it. But it's there. Don't get mad at holidays. This is just, the Sims get mad if they don't celebrate holidays, and I found that really annoying because I don't care about holidays, so this just makes them not care if they don't celebrate a holiday. Automatic thermostat. In the base game, you have to turn the thermostat up in cold weather and down in warm weather, and the automatic thermostat does it itself. Makes life so much easier. More columns in CAS. I've done that. It just gives you more rows. It's very nice. I enjoy it quite a bit. And more traits in CAS. This is the one that gives me 5 instead of the normal 3. And that is great. Sim Life. These are mods that make Sim Life more interesting. This is the alcohol mod that makes the drinks alcoholic and adds drunken effects to the drinks that they have. Memory panel is one that puts your Sims' major life events in the game. So got married, had children, had woohoo, that kind of thing. It's been working kind of interestingly, but it's there. Pillow Talk mod, this is supposed to allow, after woohoo, the Sims kind of like chill and chat with each other. I haven't noticed that happening, but it's there. First Love is something for teens. They have like a First Love event. Dramatic Teen Life is the one that I'm using to add popularity to the game and social groups. So, and it also affects teen emotions. So the whole social group rivalry and whether or not teen Sims care about popularity has to deal with this mod. No temperature deaths means they're not going to freeze to death. No meteor death. They can use the telescopes without the fear of a meteor strike. Low motive changes. This is the one that changes them to dazed if they are low energy. Inherited traits. You can do inherited traits with MCC, but MCC does it randomly. Inherited aspirations. Again, children pull stuff from their parents. More social interactions. What do you are the one that's named weird? Oh, so this is stuff where like you get a promotion and you can tell the Sim like, hey, I got a promotion, or hey, I broke up with someone. Like you can have these interactions. Here we go. Announce pregnancy. Congratulate. These are just little conversations that your Sim can have with other people where like normally in the game you can't talk about things that happened. These are like really important things that happened to your Sim. It's kind of annoying. I might get rid of this just because I'm not using it. So these are the stuff in orange are ones that I'm not using anymore. This is a relationship and pregnancy overhaul. I had problems with this since I got rid of cheating. This one, the game treats all forms of cheating the same. So if you flirt, it's like if your Sim had woohoo with another Sim, your Sims are just as outraged about it. So this has a cheating module. There's tons of modules for this mod. But the ones I was using was cheating to make it so like they have different reactions. Teen pregnancy had certain things going on with it where if your teen got someone pregnant, there were reactions that other Sims could have about their teen getting pregnant. I was specifically having problems with that module where like Hermione's mom was freaked out that her son had gotten someone pregnant, which makes no friggin' sense. And then Neville had the option to say that he'd gotten someone pregnant when he hadn't. So it was triggering really weird. And then at that point, I was like, I don't know that I need pregnancy side effects either. So I'm not using this anymore. Family and youth activities. This adds more rabbit hole activities, which I probably don't need either, to be honest. But I thought I might like to do it. Rabbit hole activities are they go away and they don't come back. So I probably don't need that either. Because the activities I like to do, I like to have everybody out. Call anytime. This is the mod that lets you call Sims even late at night or in the morning. They'll still come over. Shared shower. This broke and it hasn't been updated since 2019, so I don't think it's going to get an update, but this would let Sims who are close enough to share a shower. So I'm going to have to just delete that. Smarter self-care. This is one that I just downloaded. Basically having trouble with Sims being like, I need to go to the bathroom. It's in the red. And I'm like, use the bathroom. Like, the frick. So this is to help the Sims, like their needs, they'll go and take care of their needs without it getting low. This is a whole ginormous list of mods that give your Sims extra autonomy. So I did a whole bunch of stuff. I'll just scroll down through here. There's a lot here. There's a lot. And so you can read through each one and see what they do. I don't remember what privacy tweak is. Less autonomous play in the rain, less autonomous weather complaint, no autonomous 10-dog garden. So there's one that they'll just like, no autonomous fishing spot. I found that really annoying. Autonomous share big news. More autonomous drink order variety, so I won't order the same thing. There was a mod with Sims will face each other. So the mod is called Sims Face Each Other during conversation, but then when I was looking in the pack, there's like no coding specifically for facing each other. But I did, in that same pack, there's a more reconcile file, which Sims will autonomously try to make up with each other. So I thought that was important. So I made it part of the pack, but this question mark is here because I'm like, where's the we will face each other in a conversation? I don't see it here. So that's why that's like that. Interactables. These are things that the Sims can interact with. So dairy cow. Hagrid has a cow. Hagrid has a chicken's coop. Hagrid has a duck farm. Here's animated ducks, which I don't know if I'm using these either. No, I'm not. I'm going to get rid of these. I guess that's an alternate duck farm. Hopscotch, something for the kids to do, which I haven't seen any do, but we don't have that many toddlers running around. What is... Oh, these are toddler toys. I'm not currently using those. But in case I wanted more toddler toys, there's those. Book is a computer. We know what that is. Use telescopes indoors. Normally you can only place telescopes outside. The monkey tree is a tree that kids can climb on. Fly on broom lets you... I believe it's an event. Yeah, this is an event where you can actually see them flying. I haven't used it yet, but I want to. The arcade room and the cotton candy machine was something I was going to make for Fred and George to have in their home, and maybe eventually when they age up and move out, I'll still use it. I don't know. Careers, this is adding careers. A lot of these are ones that you get with expansion packs like law and military and education, but I don't have those packs, so this adds these. More autonomy. Autonomous boyfriend, girlfriend. Sims can ask each other out. I don't need to do it. Better autonomy. This is just general better autonomy all around. Beekeeping autonomy. So Hagrid can go hang out with his bees. Autonomous parenting. Personality please adds a bunch more. It's kind of like better autonomy. It adds more stuff for them to do. They can autonomously ask each other to move in. Better sleep. This is one I just added. But it helps them set like a regular sleep schedule because in the game it's a little weird how they do it. First kiss mod. Smarter social. So this is better social autonomy, like talking with people. They won't just go up and chat. They'll actually have conversations. Meaningful social. Kind of along the same lines. Autonomous gardening, which you can activate, but this has more going on. Autonomous homework, they'll do homework. Autonomous upgrades, which I turned on with MC command. So one of the fun things with MC command is if you have a mod that kind of does the same thing as MC command, the mod takes precedence and you don't have to worry about conflicts because it's hard to keep track of everything. I made this list not just for you guys, but for me, so I can keep track of what I have and don't have downloaded. Autonomous breakups. They'll break up on their own. We've seen that. Autonomous parenthood. And more fun autonomy. So they'll go out and try to fill their fun meter more. These are more traits. There's a whole bunch here that I added. Again, some of these are you would get if you had expansion packs that I don't have. More lot traits. This is adding traits to buildings. There's a whole bunch of events on here. A lot of these I haven't gotten to try out, but we have done some of these. This, don't turn NPCs into spellcasters. It's a problem with Realm of Magic where if the game wants to fit a certain quota of Sims to fill that area, and it will pool non-spellcasters in there if you don't have enough spellcasters to fill that out. And I didn't want the Dursleys walking around the magic realm, so this is supposed to make that not happen. Keep Sims in their world is supposed to help. This is so Sims in other worlds, like other neighborhoods, don't cross over into our neighborhood. Harry Potter flavor, renaming the Harry Potter spells and potions. This is a Harry Potter set that gives you all sorts of, fun things to play with. This is Brittany's Harry Potter stuff, which again, you need to go up to the top and use that. These are peacocks that I got for Malfoy Manor. This is the Pufferhead stuff pack, which is like off-brand Harry Potter stuff. So I'm not using it, but if you wanted to use it, it's there. This was Hair for Sirius, which I downloaded, but I haven't used. Realm of Magic. This is improved spells, which this actually gives you extra spells, so you can use spells to like clean house. No overcharge penalty. If you magic, spellcasters have an overcharge, and if they overcharge, they die. So that gets rid of that. This is the Magic School mod that I'm using to send Hermione to school. Bake a cake spell. Instead of baking your sim a cake on their birthday, you can just do a spell and makes that appear. More cauldron meals in the base game. Cauldrons only make mac and cheese, so this gives them more meals. I don't think I'm using this. This is to attract the sages to a certain area. And I don't think I'm using it. Kids can cast magic. This allows children to do spells, which in the base game you can't. Buy magic items from a computer. So instead of me going in Diagon Alley for all the stuff that I need, and Diagon Alley's closed, and I gotta worry about timing, I can just order it from a computer. We got more Harry Potter ones, kind of. Technically, these are apparently from like Sims 3. So there you go. Haunted House Pack has a bunch of spooky items that can go into places. I downloaded that. Pumpkins, which I feature in Hagrid's thing. I've got little owls, which I'm not using. I've downloaded them, but I'm not using them. So I might get rid of that one. This is one I thought about using. It has a nice like witchy clothing and hair collection that's really cute, but I haven't used it, so it's there. Drifter's Wonders. These guys, again, just have a bunch of stuff to add. A lot of this like tapestries and artwork I got for Gringotts, which I haven't shown you guys how I redesigned that, but I did. Here's some medieval tapestries, again, to add to Gringotts with lots of pretty art. Witchy Sims! This person has so much stuff. So I don't even just have a lot. So this is one piece of art. So each individual post is stuff that they've made, CC content, and I used all of this in the Gringotts bank. Which again, I haven't shown you guys how I redesigned that, but that's what all of this was to find some witchy art stuff to put in the Gringotts Museum, and then have all the kids go on a field trip, and I haven't done that yet. So this is all the mods that I'm using. Again, there was an update, so I'm not sure all of it is working. I gotta get rid of this, but I gotta remove it from my mod folder first. So last check, date up here. I'm gonna put the link in the file so that you can see it, and then you can kind of check if there's any mods that I'm using that you want to use, then you can go ahead and use. So hopefully that is helpful. Alright, MC Command Center is one of those things where I don't think it's organized quite as well as it could be, and exactly finding the settings that you need it can be confusing. So let's just start at the top. Autosave doesn't gameplay settings. You can change your maximum household size. The maximum is 8. I don't want to change it because it can just mess up your game. Maximum name. I'm just going to go over stuff that I've actually used. Skill difficulty adjustments. You can adjust like how difficult it is to learn a certain skill. Use random aging. So it looks like I don't really use much in here, like at all. Money settings, you can change stuff. Here we go. So set age span duration. This is how you go in and you set the lifespan stages for. So I've gone and I've edited them. So the default's 21 and I made it 32. So that's something you can mess with. Relationship settings is one that I did. Allow teen parenting. I enabled it. Auto relationship settings. I have this never move out a sim as a result of a breakup because that just messed everything up. So the only thing I have in here is I made the 10%. It's a chance that a couple's relationship will increase or decrease over time. So it just adds a little more drama. So I have that for spouse and for couple. Again, I'm just going over my settings, not like everyone's settings. You can change how difficult it is to make friends, how fast friendship decays. I've left all of this. This is fine, this is fine, this is fine. Control manipulation of Sim's appearance. This doesn't, I don't mess with that. Career module, I don't mess with that. MC cleaner. This messes with clothing. I don't mess with that. This is occult, which lets you mess with, if you had multiple occult types, like I just have spellcaster, but if you had like werewolves or mermaids and vampires, this would let you change options related to them, but it's really not like useful. MC population. Other settings. Bypass sim culling is something that I enabled. The game will delete sims if your population reaches too high numbers, and the game is supposed to, like, if it's a sim that you've played recently, it's supposed to be safe, but people have reported the game like deleting, like there's sims that they never play with, and instead it doesn't have like a hierarchy. It just deletes a random sim is what it seems like. So you didn't play a sim a week ago. Now that sim's gone. So just get rid of it. Tell it, don't delete my sims. These are, so MC pregnancy. So this is more like auto settings. So with pregnancy with sims, other sim households within neighborhood stories. So since I'm playing everybody, like I don't really care what happens to everybody else, so I haven't messed with that. This kind of helps with autonomy and things. You can change like interaction autonomy, you can change interaction behavior. So like all of this I just have all of this turned on. So autonomous proposals, every single thing here is enabled. I just turned it all on. Like I want you to be able to do that. Allow baby care. Allow a child to perform basic. I didn't want children to take care of a baby, so that's not. Allow emotional deaths. I have that turned off. Allow instant upgrades. That's enabled. Allow monster under the bed. That's off. Allow multiple BFFs. That's on. Allow teen move-in. That should be move. Teens are mostly living with family. Yeah, I'll enable that. Disable witness death. If someone dies in the lot, this doesn't disable sorrow buff. Disables the interruption. Okay. Friendly ask if single. Friendly stay the night. So you can enable those. Kiss is always available. I think that's off. Stop random flirting. I disabled it because I have jealousy disabled somewhere. Like sims can flirt. That's fine. Autonomy scan lets you click on something. and turn off or on autonomy. I'm not going to mess with this because it gets weird and confusing. And the last time I messed with it, I had to like fight with it to get all my settings back. You really shouldn't mess with it unless you want to turn something off. Like, please stop doing something. And then this is the big one. Woohoo actions. You can let family, you can let teens. I think I have teen on. Yep. Same-sex try for baby. I have that on. Allow polygamy is on. No strings woohoo is on. No strings ignore gender preference. This doesn't really matter for me because I made all my Sims bi, but you can enable that. Allow try for baby. That's on. Elder try for baby. That's off. Woohoo pregnancy. You can make a risky woohoo %, which I just did 1. You can use fertility settings, which I don't. Try for baby %. I think I left this at default. % chance. Yeah, I just left this at default. How do you set same-sex pregnant? Like, you can decide who gets pregnant. Like, if you want all male preg in your Sims, you can make those settings there. Woohoo reactions. So this is where I have no jealousy because I have polygamy on and Sims need to not get angry at it. Use privacy for woohoo, I think. Yeah, so you can take off the, you can disable that. They'll just woohoo in the same room. They won't care. Sleepy woohoo, they can woohoo when they're sleepy. Bed sharing. I have this on. I haven't seen anyone do it. Sim nudity, you can mess with stuff. I haven't done anything, so no. Autonomous woohoo, that's on. Autonomous try for babies on. Autonomous rest time. Oh, I just left that alone. Extreme woohoo, don't worry about it. Use woohoo skill, so you can make that like a skill that they actually have to learn. Allow birth control. I don't care. Birth control duration, don't care. All. Yeah, so that's it. And then this is to reset the settings. So there's not a lot here. But those are the settings that I'm using, and I need to... Neville likes video games. I need to reset this now for changes to take effect. Thanks for watching till the end of the video. Consider giving a like or leaving a comment. The YouTube algorithm favors engagement, so doing one or both of those things really helps the channel. There's social media links in the description, and a link to my tip jar if you're interested in helping out that way. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy the next one.